Angel. So before I go to my live, I just want to say thank you so much for those who have been following me. Oh my God, I love you guys. So let me tell you something. That lets me know that y'all are as crazy as me. Now, what's so baffling about the video that I have done that is so funny? And it's really not that funny, but you know, the video that I did with Get the Pots? I wanted to say underneath there because everybody kept saying, is he safe? Is he safe? We just want to know if he's safe. Listen, he is safe. It was just a prank going wrong. A very horrible prank that was going wrong. And what I mean by get the pots, listen, it's so funny because I said, you don't want to be messing with no woman. You like, especially when we're in the kitchen. Like, so that's why I said, get the pots. And then that's why I said, which one? Who you really think gonna act up the most? You know what I mean? Is it what nationality of people of women who really gonna cut up a rug if somebody was to say that now? What was so funny about that is somebody said, and let me tell you something, I have commented on everything. You think I'm lying? Go ahead. I try to comment on everything. I usually say that because that's not my only million video that I have got on my channel. I got about maybe 4 other videos that I have on my YouTube channel that's in the millions of views. It's just very, but I didn't know. And I said this the other day, didn't I, gang? I said, those who don't be trying to look to go viral, and it did. It really went viral. I don't be looking for it. I just think that I'm just blessed with it because I did it again. I have another YouTube channel, and I have posted something else on there, and I have another million view on my other channel. But it's just something about me. I don't know what it is, but I do know that I'm very special. And what I wanted to say too, about the people, meaning I haven't shown my face in a very long time because I have been doing these live that I have been doing without my face. And I think maybe because it's the position, and then because my kids and stuff like that, and it's very loud and stuff, and it throws me off track a little bit. So that's why usually I really wouldn't be on until like about 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when I really do my lives because it's very quiet. The energy is very different. But what I wanted to say 2 things. Thank you. You like what? Thank you. Um, because I'm transforming, and I think that happens a lot when a lot of women who are actually saying that we are healing, because you could tell, right? For a lot of people who don't know, you can go to my video because I just recently posted a video, and I was just basically thanking the world, and I was telling everybody how I was very happy that they came over there and they viewed the video that I posted. And most importantly, I love when I get the chance to talk to a lot of people. It'd be funny. It'd be so funny. It'd be so weird. Like this one lady, I had to tell her about her self world. Like what? Because on some of the videos, she just left very like disturbing ass comments and stuff. And I was like, hold on, lady. Like whoever you are very judgmental. I cannot stand a judgmental person. I can't stand it. And then because it's like, why are you so judgmental? Just because you don't like it. And like I said, just because you don't like it, it's like a whole bunch of other people in this world that's going to like something that another person don't like. I'm sorry, and I don't know if anybody's leaving me messages. Usually when I like, oh, there it go. Michael Willie, Michael Cheetah Jr. What? What? What was that about? Michael, what? What are you talking about? I don't know what that was about. Let me tell you something. Somebody's gonna fight somebody. You like what? It's gonna be a commotion. Let me tell you something. I don't. It's gonna become emotion. I think somebody got into it either yesterday or somebody's gonna get into it today. What you talking about? What is going? I don't understand that, man. You like what? No. So at least I could see the messages. I did something so I could see the lives because before I wasn't seeing the live chat. Willy Wonka, these nuts. No, I didn't say it like that. But what I wanted to say was thank you. You like what? Thank you for saying that I'm pretty. I did change. I changed. And I think that's a very good thing. I think that's an amazing thing sometimes when people are glowing, right? Because on my video that I posted, my skin looks good. I'm smiling. Yo, I have never, ever came on my YouTube channel and I had smiled as much as I had smiled on my video because I'm actually happy. You know what I mean? And it's very, very weird because I have my good days and I have my bad days just dealing with just me mourning and stuff like that. But for the most part, I have to keep my I'm gonna say it, my everlasting flame, I have to keep it still burning. So thank you. Somebody said she's pretty. You're oh my God. Thank you, honey. You like what? Thank you. I try to, I try. I'm just so in my truth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do too much. I really never. And it's so funny because the video that I posted on my YouTube channel, I don't have no makeup on. Like, what? No. So you could just only imagine when I do get makeup and stuff on. It's so funny because I ordered me these really, really cute glasses, and I ordered me like some more of my eyelashes and stuff because I have to start like getting dressed up like that because I have to start going to go do these lives and certain things. So I'm very, very interested in things like that. It's so beautiful because yeah, I gotta look all sexy and stuff for this podcast and stuff. I do. So it's a look that I'm trying to captivate, and it's a very sexy look because that's just the vibe of it. And I can't really ask for too much. I'm just in a very, very great space. But somebody has caused a commotion. I don't know if people. Okay, let me do this. I don't know if people. Mm, people, oh wait, like what? Somebody said, oh, that's what you dealing with. Like what? Somebody said, oh, that's what you dealing with. Somebody finally seen I guess, like what? I guess because I really don't show myself like that. I'm not like that. I don't really, because I'm not in that space like that. Like, I always like to be like unseen and stuff like that. So I've been like revising like my gadgets and things because ever since I talked bad about Trump, I'm telling you, it's like the United States government. I shouldn't say it like that because I don't want it to mess up my stuff. It's like that's the second time that happened to me. I remember last time when I used to talk very, very political, my whole phone like totally like blacked out, and I had to go get another phone. But once I was trying to talk about something and I was playing music or something like that, it was like they totally like clipped my phone and I can't go live the way that I used to go live. So I'm going on my other device and I'm kind of like being lazy a little bit. Ooh, what's that? I'm kind of like being lazy a little bit because I'm still working, I'm still running around, and it's so funny because I really didn't like, how when people have like death in the family and stuff like that, like they take their time and they like relax, but I haven't done that. I'm just still moving because life still goes on, and I could just take everything that was installed in me. But I love that I have this beautiful new powerful guardian angel. Today I was assaulted. Like I was today. Oh my God, today I don't want to talk too much. But today I was kind of like assaulted. I was very, very disrespected as a woman today, and it was terrible. It was terrible and it wasn't nice. And I had to stand up for myself, um, because you know because even when people go watch my video and they see all of my beads, and I have my beads, and they be like, those are witchcraft beads, those are voodoo beads and shit like that. And this lady disrespected the shit out of me, but I'll tell you like this. She found a book. She found a big wolf. I did the same thing that this guy did, but he got in a whole bunch of trouble. I did the same thing you did, buddy. But yeah, it wasn't nice, and I don't like that because I get penalized for that. I wear my beads because first and foremost, that's very, very disrespectful. I feel like it, and I'm a knowledge seeker, and yeah, I'm a knowledge seeker, and I'm not gonna be disrespectful to something that I have actually read up on and something that I understand. You know what I mean? And I love African religion, and a lot of people don't know that. I always say that people were stripped from the religion. People were stripped from the religion. You have to remember, why you think a lot of pagans, like a lot of people who believe, I'm going to the left a little bit, but if you understand, you understand. Why you think like the Saxons and shit like that. I love Viking history, and I can watch so many different Viking movies. Like, I think my favorite one is The Last Kingdom, when he was actually like kidnapped and all this other stuff. He was with a whole bunch of different family, but he actually had Saxon blood. And that's like my favorite movie. But that's just how religion was, you know what I mean? Because it's like every other century, or however that it may be, these people. And that's why I was like, yo, Donald Trump is playing a very, very dangerous game. And I went on social media and I like kind of tore his ass up, because he was trying to say, like, if the whole world is going to convert, like, he was like, the whole world is going to convert to Jesus Christ. Now, do not get me wrong, because I believe in Jesus Christ very, very heavily, and I just got chills when I said that, and I understand everything. But you cannot confine the whole world underneath one doctrine. That does not make sense to me. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get penalized for that, but I do not care. I'm never going to come up here on none of my social medias and try to put everybody in one box, because everybody is not going to be able to be capable to go in one box. And I always say that for and I'll tell you this, right? She gonna kill me. Miss Ange, this lady who I know and I love to death, and I was crying so bad because she almost died. And I was crying so bad. And she met me. God sent her to me. She actually sent her to me. And before we actually got the relationship that we got now, every Saturday, faithfully, she used to she still do. I gotta call her. She's probably mad at me. But every Saturday, she used to call me and she used to say, I just want to give you prayer. 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 And then one day, she actually came out and she was like, I'm Jehovah's Witness. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, why you didn't tell me you was Jehovah's Witness before? I put up a old clip, and it's on there. I think it's doing real good too. I put up an old clipping of the ladies, the Jehovah's Witness ladies. Oh, my Nana used to do that stuff to them all the time. As soon as they come to the door, she used to slam the door in their face and shit like that, which is so disrespectful. But she was like, yeah, well, I'm Jehovah's Witness and this, that, and the third. And I was like, Miss Ange, because I'm not ignorant, and I look at a lot of things differently, and I didn't penalize her because, you know what I mean, she was freaking Jehovah's Witness and stuff like that. I didn't penalize her for that. I love her for who she was. So, you know what I do? And I'm not Jehovah's Witness. I'm not going to Jehovah's Witness. I'm not. But I have a pleasure of, I have met the most beautiful women who are Jehovah's Witness. And sometimes we get on there and I do studies with her because it's very, very interesting, And then plus me and her get the bond, and she be running her little, we be on Zoom. She be running her little stuff, and I talk to Miss Margaret, and then I talk to Miss Susan. Miss Susan, she's a Jehovah's Witness from California. So I be talking to a whole bunch of different people. So it's a blessing, you know what I mean? So you have to understand. And let me tell you something. You're like, what? Miss Ange, she was a Muslim at first. Miss Anne, she reads the Quran, she writes the Quran, she speaks in the Quran, but just something just happened that turned her away from the Muslim religion. Listen to this. So before she actually became a Jehovah's Witness, she went to a Christian church. I gotta get Miss Ange. I gotta have Miss Ange create a YouTube channel so me and her can collaborate, so y'all can hear this story. Man, she went to go be a Christian and stuff. And she was like, oh my gosh, she was just like the rules and regulations and a whole bunch of different stuff. She was like, oh man, it just pushed me away, right? So guess what? She found comfort in being a Jehovah's Witness. She felt like it was more suitable and it was more reliable of her being a Jehovah's Witness. And then plus what took the cake for me, she said they don't have to pay offerings. They don't have to pay offerings. They don't have to pay no tithes. She was telling me all this stuff about being a Jehovah's Witness. I was like, Miss Ange, you are lying. She was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. So look how beautiful that is. So people are penalizing certain people, and they really don't know who they are. So because she's Jehovah's Witness, they don't even know that she reads, she speak, and a whole bunch of other stuff in Arabic. Ain't that something? So the moral of the story is, people are underestimating people terribly. They don't know their story. They don't really know where they came from. And I think that's terrible that people are like penalizing people because they're not their faith. You know what I mean? I always say you can learn so much different things from other people if people just had a understanding and a conscious mind to be able to understand what the fuck people are talking about. So I'll never do that. You're like, nope. I never do that. You want to know what's so crazy too? I know he's probably just dumbing me. I met a guy who was a Satanist. I swear for the life of me, fuck my head up. I know I probably scared a whole bunch of people, but even though he like bitch, he was a Satanist. He was a Luciferian, straight like that. Straight black. He had black everything, black everything. But I'm a spiritual person and I read energy. His energy was so beautiful. Like what? But he was a Satanist. You know what I mean? It was just the most ironic shit. And not only top of that, this nigga go viral all over social media. Not only that, he be at a whole bunch of different gothic things, a whole bunch of different shit. And I have to reach out to him because I feel so bad because I was supposed to help him with social media stuff. But I be running so much and my schedule is just like so crammed. And he been sending me these tag notes and I feel bad. And I'm going to have to reach out with him because I was supposed to show him some things, how to do certain things on social media. And I hate that because I always say when I give my word to something, I hate to break it. Like my word is my bond and my bond is my word. So whatever I say that I'm going to do, I always like to stand 10 toes down on that. And you don't have a lot of people in this world who's like that. You know what I mean? And, yeah, so I feel like, I'm smiling. Somebody didn't know how pretty somebody was. No, change look good. Like, people are not only changing, you know what I mean? Like, you're not only changing. Other people are also changing. And I think that's a beautiful thing, just of an evolve, a evolution and stuff of people. Just people wanting to do better. You know what I mean? And I think that's the light. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, I'm working on something amazing. I can't even tell. I want to say so bad what I'm working on. I was working on it the other night, and because my mind is always thinking, and I really think that I'm working on something dealing with love. You like no. My project that I'm working on is only revolving around love, like how I feel, like love. how sweet love is, how happy you can be when you're in the energy and the frequency of love. And I be telling people like, what? Like how you went viral? Love. For real, for real, for real. Be like, what? Nope. Everything my stuff. Like it's about love. It's for real. And see, it could be for real. It's about how I feel and stuff like that, or somebody pissed me off or some shit like that. For real. And that's why my stuff be doing good. It's just Instagram algorithm is so fucked up. You like what? It is. Like usually when I post stuff on my Instagram, it do good. Like it do decent. Now I'm posting shit on Instagram. It's like I can't even get to 500 views. Like I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Like so I don't really be worried about that too much. But yeah, my Instagram is like it's not doing too good. I'm not gonna lie, but I still like the people who still come and they still rock out and they still, look at my certain things and stuff like that. But that's the truth. You like, what is it? Like some of your accounts that certain people be on, um, thank you for liking myself. Certain things that you guys be on, like for instance, if you have like a YouTube channel, I'm trying to teach y'all niggas something, and your account is not producing the numbers, it's because your account create another one. I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. I'm about to tell y'all guys something. The same video that went viral and about to be at 2 million views, I posted the shit on my other YouTube channel. It did horribly. For real. It's probably at like 10,000 views. I came over here on my channel. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Matter of fact, I'm about to tell the world the biggest secret right now. This YouTube channel is so blessed. I don't know what's going on with this YouTube channel, but as you guys see, my numbers are going up tremendously. When I first started this shit, I don't mean to curse, but it took me 7 days to go to 30,000 subscribers. 7 days. It took me to go to 30,000 subscribers, right? And then on top of that, the videos that I was posting, as you guys see, y'all really didn't really go down my shorts. When I get off, y'all need to really take the time out and really like kind of like go down my shorts and see my numbers that was on there. Like when I gonna wake up, like I don't know kind of what's going on now with the algorithm, but thank you, YouTube. I'm not causing no trouble. Like for real, I gotta tell these niggas that. I be arguing with them sometimes, like, do you understand? Like, I'm getting harassed. Y'all niggas don't be knowing. Like, they be doing all types of stuff to my channel and stuff. But when I first did it, like, it went 7 days. It took it 37 days. It took me 7 days. Literally, I got 30,000 subscribers. That's my word. Then on my other videos, I'll wake up the next morning, it be at 400,000 views, 800,000 views and shit. And the other YouTubers, meaning, yes, the other YouTubers, they were so fucking mad at me that somebody literally got my channel shut the fuck down. I'm telling you, this channel was finito. I don't even know how I got this channel back. Dead serious. You like what? I'm so serious. This channel was done for. Like, it was done for. I had to write a whole fucking thick ass paragraph and I had to talk to these niggas at YouTube because they were hating on me. Like, I'm dead serious. Like other YouTubers, that's why I be telling people now when I talk to certain people and I be talking to them about social media, you don't understand it. And if you don't have a thick ass skin just to do like YouTube and a whole bunch of stuff, then you're not going to survive. And I'm dead ass serious. You will be surprised. Like, and that's why you be like, girl, hell no. It's certain people now that I still see, they still at certain numbers. And I have surpassed certain people. That's why you'll have a whole bunch of different people, as you can see. That's why I was like, especially if y'all see me do some shit, I always tell that shit, follow the lead, for real. Because It's just certain things. That's why when I seen how everybody started reposting that Barack Obama, because I was the first person who actually came on YouTube and posted it. Actually, other than the NBA posting the freaking clip that I got now, that's at 40,000 views on my YouTube channel. I was the first one, other than the NBA, especially the one that's playing Jeezy too. Man, I came over there, I posted it. It's going crazy. You'll look all over social media on different accounts. So many different people are posting that shit. And when I mean, because I don't know how other people are. You know what I mean? I don't be posting shit for numbers. Like, I can care less about views. I can care less about likes. You know what I mean? I just want to, I'm like a human AI. That's what I like to call myself. I'm a human AI. I have been sitting, I have been, I watch a whole bunch of different things, and I just know how the timing is, how the people are moving right now. That's why a lot of people are getting penalized. That's why 50 Cent is getting beat the fuck up like that by T.I. And what's making me so mad, I want to say this because Academic, you on some bullshit. You like, what? Like, Academic, he's like a brother that he don't even know that I'm his sister. He's like, why? Because, and I'm getting mad about that. Because, like, let T.I. get his reign. And what I mean by is that T.I. and any other man that's a real king like that, they're not letting that nigga get away. Like, a real man is not letting that fuck shit slide. And I was trying to say, no, I think I said that on my space. I said about 50 Cent. 50 Cent tried to destroy P. Diddy. And I said that on my space. A lot of people need to go read need to go read the 48 Laws of Power again, because these niggas be thinking that they know shit and they don't know nothing. And that's a dangerous ass game for anybody to play with. And that's what fucking 50 Cent did, try to do to P. Diddy. Now P. Diddy's have to come home. And everybody don't understand that. You're like, what you talking about? That nigga went and like, where the fuck he get all of these videos and all of these people talking about P. Diddy? 50 Cent was trying to end P. Diddy's career, his money, a whole bunch of shit. And that's why, because y'all don't know what I be doing. I be on social media heavy, and I be fighting against a whole bunch of different high-profile ass people. I be fighting against Donald Trump. I be fighting with the Republicans and the Democrats. That's what I am. I am an activist. I fight for everybody. I just don't only fight for fucking black people. I fight for everybody. So when he did that shit to P. Diddy, I told Netflix, you like, girl, no. I told Netflix, why you think Netflix ain't offer that nigga another job? another documentary? Because I told them, y'all niggas need to slow down. Because once P. Diddy come home, I'm telling you that it's going to be for the highest bidder, because they're going to want to know his fucking story. So you just did all of this shit. 50 Cent just did all of this shit to try to end fucking P. Diddy's whole career, everything, and he didn't do it. That's a big lesson for people. So the whole moral of the story is, if a motherfucker is trying to destroy somebody, you better make sure you destroy them where they can never survive. They can't get back up. They can't fight again. Because guess what? You're just exposed to me that you don't like me and you were trying to end me. So what the fuck you think's gonna happen when P. Diddy come home? I'm just saying. And that's why I called him a bully. I love this shit with T.I. I do. You're like, what? Because that nigga was doing a whole bunch of different shit to a whole bunch of different people. He was trolling people. He was doing a whole bunch of different shit. And that's why I was laughing. I was laughing so hard. I'm still laughing. You're like, what? Hell yeah. The whole family is on his ass. You're like, what? Hell yeah. And I be trying to tell people should be very, very careful when you are knocking at certain doors. People don't understand that shit. Like, what you talking about? Keep knocking at the devil's door. Keep knocking. The right person is going to answer the door. And that's why I told T, I said the king answered the door. Yes, the fuck he did. And I don't understand why certain people don't understand that. And what I mean by, when you have certain niggas who come from a different cloth, damn. I think I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it. Fuck it. Like, what? I'm going to say it because, what did I say? I was talking about, I'm going to say it. I sure enough is. I was talking about Offset. I was talking about Offset, and I was talking about motherfucking Quavo's ass. I'm going to say this shit again. He's like, what? I'm gonna say this shit again because I don't know what's going on with the whole thing with Migos, but I definitely see how I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's a whole bunch of clippings, meaning old clippings of them. I don't look at those. You like, bitch? I don't. I don't look at nothing. I just see certain shit. But I see it's like a fucking reactivation or something. I don't know. But um what I do know is a lot of motherfuckers is happy that them niggas is beefing. I always say that shit. You like what? Hell yeah. Because you got two heavy ass competitors from out of the fucking game. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? And that's how shit is. Meaning, okay, fuck it. We don't gotta do too much. These niggas don't like each other. They're beefing or whatever that the fuck the shit is. So we don't have to worry about them. Boop boop. You know what I mean? We're just gonna let them keep arguing. We're gonna let these niggas keep fighting and doing all of this shit. And then I always say, okay, cause I always say, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to be careful sometimes when you are knocking at these doors because sometimes you will have motherfuckers actually answer the call. So I said that shit before. Like, is the world actually ready for these niggas? I can see. Because especially when I went up there and I started saying, oh, I love when niggas start answering the doors. A whole bunch of other shit. I started seeing a whole bunch of niggas dropping freestyles. I seen Moneybag Young drop some freestyles. Kevin Gates, he's like a fucking extraterrestrial. Like what? He is. So it was a whole bunch of niggas that's answering the call. And I like that for them because I always say that. I was prophesying about a whole bunch of different things. You know what I mean? That's why I was on my bullshit. You like what? I was so bad. Especially from Rolling Loud. I was looking at that shit, but I ain't going down there because Rolling Loud was having a big concert, and I didn't know that they had it like in Asia and stuff like that, but I thought that it was cute, meaning I was on some other shit. I was being a bully a little bit. I was tagging them motherfuckers and everything like Atlanta, and I was running motherfucking hotel lobby like a motherfucker. I was. That's why it's on my TikTok. It's still on my TikTok. I gotta switch it around. I'm about to put it back on the top, and then I probably might throw it again and tag their ass in that shit again because, um, is I'm just. I don't know what's going on with this hating shit with Atlanta, like, and then now everybody want to be hating and shit, like for real, like what the fuck? You just can give these niggas they credit, like I never seen it, and that shit makes me. I was gonna say that shit makes me fall in love a lot more, harder, faster, and it makes me fiend for it just a little bit more. I love when motherfuckers just hate a nigga or now they hating the city so much. Okay, what the fuck is going on down there with y'all niggas? But they gotta get him the credit and shit like that. They do. They do. So it's not that T.I. is being fucking thirsty. He's not. That nigga is answering the call. And that nigga, he had to step on fucking... That's with any nigga. Sometimes you have to step on a nigga's neck like that. Like, nigga, don't come over here fucking around. And I was listening to what he's saying. Like, nigga, you trying to play with my name? Niggas don't understand that, and I don't even understand how certain people could be so fucking comfortable about thinking that they want to come over here and they want to fuck around with people's kingdoms and shit like that. What you mean they kingdoms? Like they livelihoods and shit like that, their family and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like their foundations and a whole bunch of different shit that they have done, and you really think that you're just gonna come over here and you think that you're gonna mess around with the shit that I'm doing? Nah. I was laughing. You're like, what? Who did that? I'm laughing so hard because I'm saying like, yo, who the fuck did that? You like did what? Somebody got a picture of T.I. and they got make 50 Cent rap again. Like they are going in, and what I love about that, I shouldn't be laughing about that, which is 100% actual facts, is the people are looking from out of a different eyeglass. You like, girl, I'm so serious. The people are looking out of a different eyeglass. Why the fuck you think they tore 21 Savage up? I love that. Sorry, Savage. You like what? Like what? They was like, fuck the streets what? Fuck the streets what? You seen a whole bunch of people who were retired and they jumped up like, what the fuck this nigga talking about? Because you just have that. The world right now, this timing, The world is looking for realness, people who are real, people are different, people who are standing on different business, people are very, very eager for different things and shit like that. That's why I was saying for a lot of different things, it's okay. I always was saying that, like it's okay. I had came I had said the other day that I was nervous, but I wasn't nervous like it was gonna be a bad thing. I wasn't. um it was just making me just a little bit nervous because of just the timing of different things like that, you know what I mean? Because I just wanted to say that part, but niggas got it. I always say that. Listen, the way people, and that's just in general, the way people are moving, fuck that, the way people are glowing and shining, you like, the same way I came up there and did my video and how I was shining and how my skin was so pretty and shit. That's how certain people are. People are really, really taking care of themselves in a very, very good, hold on one second, y'all. I'm turning it back on. So I'm talking to my son. He's trying to bully me. No, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? He said, did you mute it? I said, yeah, I muted it. So he came over here talking about he want me to buy him all these funds and stuff. Did I tell y'all? So my son have a mega quest. My son is a blessed. My kids are blessed. They never heard no a day in their life. And it's so bad because I made all of them, especially my sons, I made them very, very special. I was just yelling on space because he had the audacity. He was calling me and he wanted up to get him something that he could have got himself, right? So I can't really get mad at that. I can get mad at myself because I did that myself. My son went through 3 freaking mega quests. He went through 3 mega quests, okay? The virtual reality things. So the other day, it'd be funny. The little kids, they be whooping my ass in that. It'd be so funny because I'd be like, ah! Poor little babies, right? I'd be like, why you shooting me? Why you shooting me? And then I'd be like, I need help. They'd be like, oh, don't worry about it. That's what the little kids be saying. I'm going to help you. How you shoot? Press this button. But the other day, my daughter, she was on there playing Gorilla Tag and stuff. And she was out of it. So I don't know if you guys have a Mega Quest. So on a Mega Quest, you can have like it downloaded on your tablet, and you can actually watch what your kids is doing, and you can watch how they're performing. So my daughter said, no, you're going the wrong way. So I said, hold on, let me see what's going on here. Because last time on his older model of the Quest, right, I went into this adult scene, and it was like a, don't you say a word. I'm not getting you nothing, right? So it was like this casino thing. And when I went into the casino thing in virtual reality, these niggas be like, well, listen, they was in there playing like, like gambling and stuff. And I went in there and I was like, oh my God. You know what the nigga said to me? He said like that. When I went in there and I said, oh my God. The dude who was in the virtual reality, he said, oh no, this bitch got to get the fuck up from out of here. That's exactly how he said it. My kid's not here. He on the other side. So he don't hear my vulgar mouth because I know they're like, yo, she cursing by her son. No, he's not here. I am very, very respectful like that. I could be loud, but he's not here. I just want to say that part. So I was like, oh my God. So this nigga was like, this bitch gotta get out of here with that shit. She gotta get up from out of here. And I was like, what? Me and him started arguing. So as I'm arguing with him in the virtual reality set, I said, you gotta be kidding me. So you telling me, that's exactly what I said. So you telling me you just come on your virtual reality headset to come up in here and be harassing and talking stuff? He was cursing me out. So the other day, 2 days ago, as I was on the headset, yo, it came across the screen. It said strip club. I said strip club. I walked myself up in there. I did. I said, well, let me see what's going on. Let me make sure my son not coming up here in this strip club. So when I went in the little game that's called Strip Club, it had like different modes and stuff in the virtual reality part, right? So I walked past it, So now I'm in the virtual reality set because I remember my last experience, how the guy cursed me out last time. I'm in a virtual reality headset. I'm like, hello, hello. Do anybody hear me? Do anybody hear me? So now I'm in a virtual reality set and I'm walking around because, when you got the virtual headset, the Mega Quest, you can walk and stuff. So I'm walking around. So they got the people on the dance floor, child. They got the strippers on the pole, and I'm in the thing like, you gotta be kidding me. So now I'm still saying, can anybody hear me? Don't do that. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? So they had two security guards, right? So I walked up to one security guard, and he didn't say nothing. So I'm in his face like, hello, my man. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Right? He didn't say nothing. So I went to the other side, right? And I guess the virtual reality, my set must have looked like it almost hit him. This nigga swung on me. It did. He swung on me. So when it swung on me, it said Brian. So I said, you telling me the whole time? Man, I was arguing with him. You telling me the whole time? You heard me? You heard me? And you ain't say nothing? So I'm in a virtual reality set. I'm walking around him and round, right? So now he looking at me. Now he's sizing me up and stuff. So I kept going like, nah, boo, boo, in the virtual reality set. And I was like, you know what? Whoever created that, they own to something. I swear to God. I said, so then as soon as I got off of it, I went and ran down on my son. So I said, oh, hey. So you be going into the strip club? he said, what you talking about, Mom? I said, you heard me. You're in this strip club? You're in the strip club? In the virtual reality? He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I'm telling you like this, boy. I'm telling you. You better not be over there in that strip club in that virtual reality head. He knew what I was talking about. It was so funny. So, yup. You like, girl, you crazy. Nope. I be messing with them people in the quest. and I be acting up too. But it was funny, yo. It was funny. Especially one of them games in the quest, it's like you be flying. Like, it make you nauseous. Like, it really make you feel like you lifting up and going down. And it's one thing on a Mega Quest. It's like it take you to all of these mountains, and I'm so terrified of heights. Listen, it really make you feel like you're on top of that mountain. Well, I don't know what mountain, Mount Everest. I was on Mount Everest or something. Please turn that down. Now you're being very disrespectful. No. Please, I'm about to get off because I had enough, and then I'll be talking reckless a little bit, and I don't want to do that. Not in front of you, and I'm just about to get off. Like, he's a bully. He's bullying me. They bully me. They bully me. You are very disrespectful. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You don't want the world to hear you? Your sister would have went, hello. hello. But yeah, let me get off. That was so funny though. I'll be acting up. Yep, in virtual reality, all these people around the world. But yep, I was on top of the mountain, and it was like amazing. Like, it was like the picture. It was so beautiful. Like, I was looking down, I was getting all nervous and stuff, like I wanted to throw up, because it really make you feel like you're on top of the mountain. And ooh, I gotta go put it on right now. You like, what? I gotta go put it on right now because the one that he got, you can sit like if you're at the basketball game, and I gotta have my son hook it up because I should have had it on my head during the Super Bowl. I think I would have ran through the wall. Oh man, that'd be cool. You're like, what? If they had it like to the point where even though you're watching a game, I wonder if they have that. At least turn that down because I'm almost done. I wonder if you still can like have conversation with other people. Like if they have the headset. Can y'all leave that in the comments? Let me see if anybody else left a comment. Can you like talk to other people? Because I have fun. Like what? I don't really like basketball too much. I can watch it just a little bit, but that's really not my style. Now football. Oh, and my son, he about to play football too. I told him we gonna figure out, and he start in March. I told my oldest brother so he can come see him, and I'm gonna act up and stuff. He don't know I'm like such a football mom. I'm that type of mom. I'm a football mom, soccer mom. Like I'm one of those like caravan moms and stuff like that. But my football mom, oh man, they gonna kick me off. You like they're going to kick me out. You like what? Especially with some favoritism going on. Like what? Coach, it's favoritism. You know that boy ain't good. Don't talk about my son. You know your son is not good. Like come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You know? You like what? Yeah, you know? I'll walk on the other side. Oh, so y'all niggas is over here, so y'all cheat. Y'all cheat. Y'all cheat. You know he not supposed to be over here playing Pop Warner. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all out here running this? Yeah. Like it's my Dallas Cowboys. I was so highly upset with them. Y'all cheating. This is NFL plays. Y'all got these 6 and 7-year-old boys out here doing. Come on, coach. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm so excited. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. That's my killer. So let me go. No, I'm not muting it. You want to say bye? See, I told you somebody want to fight. I'm telling you, somebody want to fight. Somebody's going to act up. Please don't act up or, oh, that's what you're doing? Oh, that's what it is? Mm-hmm. Tell them, yep, that's exactly what it is. So until next time, you guys have a good day. Let me go. My son, he wants me to get out of his little space. And I'm going to get... They hear her. They do. Get out of here, girl. Like this, my dog, she's a beautiful dog. She's a blue nose. But she's very, very... She's good. She doing her job. That's the only thing that I can say. You know, she don't like people who have hoodies on and stuff like that. She's she's not vicious. I'm not gonna say that, but she's gonna do her goddamn job all damn long. And like I said, she don't like people who have hoodies. She don't. She's very, very protective, and she's like a human and stuff. I be like, get out of here. And like mostly every night and certain stuff like that, like she'll sleep with me and stuff like that, and we be fighting like she be snoring like a human, like yo, you gotta be kidding me. And then like she be kicking me, like move over, like what? You move over, you over here laying with me, like what you over here laying with me for? Like get out, right? And they got dog, you know, I got her, and then I got a real expensive dog, like $3,000 dog. I got a real cute expensive dog. Real bougie, but she's like her mother. She don't like nobody. I can't take her nowhere. I need to call this guy the dog whisperer. I need to call the dog whisperer because she don't like dogs, and I'm just starting to think that it's just these real little dogs. Because when she see a dog, she do this. Oh, I had her down there in Dumbo. I had her down there in Dumbo. Let me tell you something. And when I had her down there in Dumbo. Yo, around all these other like rich people, and they had these fence like these dogs and stuff. Oh Jesus, she did this. She was like because she was trying to attack the dogs, and it was like I was like I'm like you. So yeah, I gotta call somebody because she don't like people. Like she don't, and she always been like that. Like, and it's so crazy because didn't nobody want her, and she was getting mistreated really bad, and it took her a while to get into, you know, used to, but once she got used to everything, she was good. But I don't know why, you know, I hate that so much. Like, how can people mistreat animals? You know what I mean? How can you hurt animals? If you can hurt an animal, that means that you need to be locked up. Seriously, you know what I mean? So until next time, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. She's crazy. Thank you so much. See, this is why I don't do a live. You see why I do my lives at 4 o'clock in the morning? But thank you so much for rocking out with me. Come rock with me on my channel. I'm very, very funny, interesting. I have so many different other crazy, funny stories. Maybe I'll tell a story about my uncles one day. It was so funny. And they was arguing and stuff, and they performed so terribly. And when my uncle passed away, I sound like that. When my uncle passed away, my favorite uncle, when he passed away, you know how people go to the funeral and they tell like memories and stuff? Turn that down. And they tell like memories and stuff. I was at the thing. You know, when you be at the thing and you be like, oh, do anybody want to tell a memory? I said, I do. I went up there and I was about to tell this really crazy, messed up story. And my other uncle who was in the incident, well, my uncle that passed away, who I was gonna tell the story, like all of my family, they was looking at me like, you better not tell it. I was going in, and my aunt Pauline, she was looking like, she's like, yo, she put her hand over her face like, they couldn't believe it. And my uncle gave me the look of death. He did. He gave me the look of death like, I wish you would. And I said, well, people, just like that. I said, okay. Well, people, man, I sat down. They tore me up. They was like, for real, yo. They was so mad at me. I was like, what? It's a real true story. He did it. So maybe one day I can tell you about it. They was so mad. They was highly upset at me. He like, what? He was. My uncle was done with me. He ain't talk to me. He ain't want to eat no food next to me. But it was so funny because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. My uncle was like, how they gonna try to lock me out of the house? I lived in this house for over some 30 years. He said, I know how to break in this house. I know how to get in every window. I know how to climb through the basement. My uncle was like, be quiet. He was like, no, you be quiet. Yo, it was so funny. It was so funny. He was like, yeah. They was like, this nigga coming here, he eating all the sugar. I was like, what? I was like, it was so funny. My other uncle was on the couch like, he was like, what you talking about? Yo, it was so funny. It's nothing like seeing brothers like go through it. It was so funny. I'm gonna tell the whole story one day. But majority of it, yo, it was so funny. I was like, Uncle Philip. He was like, Uncle Philip, my ass. These niggas. I was like, what? What? Are you kidding me? That was so funny. It was funny. So you guys have a great day. Until hi. Hi, how are you? You missed it. I'm about to leave. You like what? I'm about to leave. I was just talking about some funny stuff with my family. How I'm the crazy one. I'm the black. Am I the black sheep? No, I'm just different. Well, yeah, I used to say I was a black sheep a little bit, and I think that's why me and my uncle Philip used to get along so well. I shouldn't say that. We jumped Uncle Philip. He did. Oh God, he wanted to kill us. It was his fault. He did it. You like what? He did, yo. I swear to God. You like what? And I shouldn't swear to God. He was supposed to be watching me and my little brother. And my grandmother was like at church or something like that. And him and my brother, because my little brother, he was so bad. And my little brother wanted some milk or something my little brother wanted. And my Uncle Philip picked his little ass up. He did, my son out here. He dropped him. He did something. And I was like, ooh, I'm telling mommy, which was his sister. Yo, I went up there and told my mom, yo, you ever seen brothers and sisters fight? It was so crazy. Oh, man, it was crazy. We was like, get off of her. He was like, he was like, oh. He did. He was like, so y'all niggas is trying to jump me, yo. Wow, I love being black. I'm telling you, my family was doozy. He was like, y'all niggas. My grandmother was so mad. My mom was like, don't you ever do nothing like that again. Never. He was like, what? What? It was funny. He was like, I can't believe it. It was so funny. I just tell my brother, I just call him like, yo, you remember that? He was like, yeah, Uncle Philip was hot like fire. He was. He couldn't believe it, but he did it. You like, what? He sure enough did. It's so funny. It really is. My cousin Savage. Oh, shoot. I'm going to go live. I'm going to let y'all see my family because I'm having a big party. I'm having a big party. And I come from my family is very, very, like, well known and respected. So I'm making it private because first and foremost, I can't do a whole bunch of different people. So I'm having a big memorial and stuff like that for my mom because my mom died. And it's so funny because the dudes and stuff that I used to rock with and certain stuff, you know, who had access to, you know, come chill and rock with me and the fam and stuff like that. You know, they've been sending a whole bunch of like, I'm sorry for your loss, I'm sorry for your loss. And I've been telling certain people, like, they can pull up and this, that, and the third. But my cousin Savage, he is funny. He was like, my cousin Savage is a mess. All this nigga do, I don't know. I don't know if he do it no more, but all my cousin Savage did, I swear for everything, world. All this nigga did was drink 211. Like, that's all he did. 211. 211. Like, yo, cousin Savage, for real? He was like, nope. 211. He be walking around with a big old 40, a 211 and stuff. And he's be like, listen, cuz. I'm like, what, cousin Savage? Ain't no rules in fighting. I'm like, what? You crazy. He like, ain't no rules in fighting, cuz. He was like, I'll bite a nigga. I said, yo, cuz, I ain't biting nobody. He said, I swear to God. He was like, cuz, I will bite a nigga. I said, yo, you are crazy. And my cousin Savage, he's an atheist. See what I mean? He's an atheist. This nigga ain't never believe in Jesus Christ ever. And talk about family gatherings at Thanksgiving, and my uncles and my aunts and stuff, they're like deacons and deaconess. My cousin, I need to call my Aunt Robin because I'm very, very curious. My cousin is a pastor out here in New York City, and I'm very, very interested. I want to go hear one of his services, like his sermon, because I just want to see if he got it, So, we used to be at Thanksgiving, and everybody talking about Jesus, and he used to be terrible. Like, he was terrible. They used to be like, Thomas, because that's his real name. Thomas, come on now, Thomas. Don't talk like that. And he used to be like, this is that and the third. Yo, he used to, oh, Jesus. He used to get kicked out. Like, get out, Thomas. Get out. He was like, man, listen. He always been like that. I'm dead serious. I remember he almost died. I was like, he almost died. Like, he for real. Like, he almost died. I was like, yo, cousin Savage, when you almost died, like, did you call out for Jesus? He was like, fuck no. I was like, yo, you are a bad man. Like, so, he's like, what? Like, I'm serious. Like, my family, like, I wouldn't change them for the world. Like, what? Nah, I came in a real good, like, family and stuff like that. For real, for real. I remember my great grandma. It was so funny because this lady on Twitter, and then I'm about to get off because I know I've been on for like over an hour. This lady on Twitter was like, I'm just curious, did anybody ever was raised up with your grandmother and your great grandmother? Yo, the best childhood memories that I have ever had in my life was with my grandmother and my great grandmother. And my great grandmother, she was like 4 feet. Like, she was a little small peanut. And my grandmother, she was like 5 feet. Myself, I'm 5'2", so I'm mad little. And she's coming with her little church hat. She come from Mississippi and stuff like that. So she used to be coming in with her church hat. She be with her little pocketbook tucked to the side and stuff. And because we was so heavy and my family was so deep like that in the church, we always used to sit like the third row, like in the front. I swear, like I had so much fun growing up, especially at church. Hi, Miss Davis. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Miss Davis. I have to remember that you are on my YouTube channel. You guys are like, who's Miss Davis? Miss Davis is the former first lady of the church that I was raised in. First formal, like the formal first lady of the church that I was raised in. And Reverend Davis, which was her husband, but he passed away. And he used to throw his scarf up in the air like, and well, throw it up. Yo, we used to be running through that church. He was like, I'm telling you. He used to stop the service. I'm telling you, I need to go get those kids. I need to go get those kids. But the greatest memories was with my great-grandmother and my grandmother. She used to talk about people, I swear. My grandma used to be like, Mama, please. I used to be on the other side like, oh my God. Like, please, just turn your hearing aid down. She was like, I don't need nothing. Man, when they took my great-great-grandmother car away from her, like, man, they had problems. Like, she wasn't trying to hear none of that. And I'm thankful for that. You like what? And we still got my great grandma house. My great grandma house is like over 100-something years. That's crazy. I gotta call my aunt too. We used to go outside in the back because my great grandma house have a fireplace in it. So she used to make us go in the back and go cut wood and shit. And it's nothing like the smell of a fireplace. It smells so good. And I think that's where I love all of my vegetables, like especially after church, because it was like mandated within our family. Like after we came from church, we always used to go to my great grandmother's house. Like all of my aunts, my uncles, we used to go there and stuff, and we always used to have like Sunday dinners and stuff like that. So being very, very family orientated is definitely within my blood. And we used to sit there. I used to sit there. That's why I love Brussels sprouts. I swear, I love Brussels sprouts. I love beets. Like, come over here and eat all this stuff. My great grandma had this beautiful. Oh wow, she still my aunt still got it. She got this beautiful like old Ben clock. You know them old Ben clocks that sway and stuff. I used to be like, grandma. She was a mean little old doozy. But yep, the best times. What else? Yeah, I'm giving y'all a little history of me. My great grandma was like the president of the tea club and stuff. So all these fancy bougie old ladies, they used to come to my grandma's house with their little tea hats and stuff. They used to make me sit down and drink tea. Like you're not doing it right. Like what? Like hold your pinky up. Like you're not holding it right. Like are you kidding me? Sure enough, I had an amazing childhood for real. My grandma was like the best. The best. My great grandma was the best I remember. And who wasn't? My uncle, he was just so bougie. He was. He was my I can't think of his name right now. He been dead for a long time. But my aunt Rose, he was married to a Caucasian lady. And that's why I don't like that. You like what? No. My uncle Petey, he was married, he was with this Caucasian lady, white lady. Her name is Liz. This lady, Liz, she cooked like a black lady. Like, I love Liz. And I got penalized a lot for that. You know what I mean? Because my uncle was dealing with a white lady. And, yo, they used to look at us crazy. They used to look at me crazy. They used to treat me all types of like, you know what I mean? Like, look at this nigga over here with this biracial, family, couple and stuff. So I kind of went through that and stuff like that. But, Liz, which I'm still cool with her kids and stuff like that to this day, cause it's like my, they family and stuff like that. I had a yeah, man. I should tell my Uncle P like Uncle Petey, and that's the time. No, my uncle, he smokes Newports now, but when he was with Miss Liz, that nigga smoked Marlboros like a motherfucker. He had the Marlboro. I swear to God, as soon as I get off the phone, I'm about to call my uncle like, yo, Uncle Pete. Remember when you had this nigga had the Marlboro tent, he had the Marlboro bike, he had the Marlboro coat. Yo, this nigga had everything Marlboro. They used to collect these Marlboro like tickets and stuff. And yeah, man, I remember I was so sick over there at my Uncle Petey's house. I had like over 100 and something temperature. And they take care of me for real, for real. But I had a good, that was fun. That was good memories. That was really, really good memories. It really, really was. It really, really was. I think I told y'all I ate raccoon before. I did. Did I tell y'all? Yeah. My uncle killed it in the backyard. He did. He really did, though. He really did. He killed him in the backyard. He was fighting. And have you ever heard of, for real, have you ever heard a human and a raccoon fight? I swear. You like, what? I swear for everything. In the backyard, for real. This raccoon used to always climb down this tree like every night, and he used to like try to come in our house because I don't know if y'all raccoons could turn doors and shit. So he used to always like I don't know what it was, but he always used to. And I think one night I screamed, and I was like, he was like, he came from the basement. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, the raccoon. And at this particular, my grandma was always at church, but she was a Christian woman. And my Uncle Pat, he was watching me and my oldest brother. And he was like, I'll be back. We was like, you be back? Like, man, just telling the kids that, like, you be back. He was like, I'll be back. I'm tired of this raccoon. We was like, we tired of the raccoon. He was like, lock the door and don't open it. And he was fighting hell out of that raccoon. All you heard was boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. And you heard him and the animal and the garbage cans. It was like, yo, that shit was funny. He took us to his friend's house. I swear, he took us to his friend's house. And his friend knew how to cut. He did. He took us to his friend's house. His friend, he killed it. Well, it was already killed after my uncle killed it. But he was for real. And they skinned it, they cleaned it, and they came back. And my mom wanted to beat him up so bad. He woke me up out of my sleep. He was like, come here. I was like, huh? He's like, you want some of this raccoon? Raccoon meat tastes good. For real. I ate it. My mom was so sick to her stomach, though. She cursed him out so bad. Like, why? She was like, don't you never in your life give my baby no goddamn raccoon. It was so funny. It really was. It really was. I miss my uncle. My uncle was poisoned. They killed my uncle. They did. They killed my uncle because my uncle stood up for a Caucasian man. My town Muslims. They were like, yeah, they were Muslims, and they were beating this white guy up so bad. Nobody in my town wanted to help him. And my uncle, cause I guess that's just I guess that's within our spirit. You know what I mean? And my uncle, yo, he beat the whole town up. I swear to God. And then after that, they killed him for real, cause he beat the whole town up. He beat the whole Muslims up for real. My mom was pregnant with my youngest brother, and yo, it was just war after that. My family, my uncle, they was at war with the Muslims, cause my uncle did something that nobody had the courage to do. He had the strength to stick up for a white man, and nobody was trying to help him. For real, for real. I remember that shit. I remember like it's no tomorrow. I even still remember him seeing him in his casket. He looked it real good. He looked sharp. He was on a warpath. He was. They came to my grandmother's house. My grandmother had the most beautiful bay window ever. And if my grandmother would have waited probably like maybe 5, 10 more minutes, she would have got hit in the head with a brick. They threw a big ass brick through our window, and it went through the wall. And my uncle tore the town up. He tore the town up, and it was funny. It's crazy. I remember the night before he died. It's so weird. My grandmother was so mad at him because it's a saying. We believe that. I don't know about other people, but we believe if a bird fly in your house, I mean, he's bringing death. And my uncle, he was Uncle Pat, that's his name. I see him smiling as I'm talking about him, so I guess he enjoyed this conversation I'm having about him. Um, he brought two birds. I swear to God, he brought two home. He brought two birds home, and he was bathing them in like a pan and shit. My grandmother flipped out on him. She was like, "Get them birds out of this house!" And he was like, "Mommy, what you saying? Like something wrong with the birds?" She was like, "Get him out this house! Get him out this house!" And I swear for the life of me, God can come take my body. My mom hate when I say that. She hated when hate when I said that. He brought two birds. My uncle died and my uncle TJ died. I swear to God. Yep. I remember. It was so sad. It was so sad. My mom was just screaming and crying. It was like the worst memories. That's sometimes what I hate. I wish the certain memories, you know what I mean, that can get out of my mind. I remember they came to my grandma's house. They was like, "Yeah, part of the investigation. We think we know what happened, but we just gotta go dig him up." My grandmother was like, "Dig him up, dig him up." She was like, "If you don't get out of my house." Yo, she was so mad because the way that they buried my uncle very expensively. Like, it wasn't like they just put him in the dirt. They buried him like in a tomb. Like, they made a grave, but when they made the grave, they put cement in it, and then once he was down, they put it, you know what I mean, some way. I don't even know. It sounds crazy, but that's how they did it. She was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" She was like, "If it ain't nothing, it ain't nothing." And I think she was more pissed off because it just like brought up like painful memories. And then you talking about you want to go break freaking cement and all this stuff to assume the body. She was like, "If you don't get out of here." My grandfather was pissed off. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And my grandfather was so mean. And I'm gonna get off, and then I'm finished. I swear I'm finished. My grandfather was he looked like a Caucasian man. My grandfather looked like a straight white man. I swear, he looked like a straight white man. My grandfather had blue eyes. My brother and my nephew was the only two that had those eyes. When my kids was born, I swear I wanted them to keep those eyes so bad. Especially one of my kids, he had gray, pretty eyes, pretty eyes, and they changed over. But my grandfather had, his eyes was the color of the sky. They were so blue. And he had the most prettiest white hair. He had, oh man, he had, the whiteness of snow. How pretty, that's how my grandfather hair was. And when I used to get in trouble, a lot, coming up, I was a kid. And he used to have to come get me and stuff like that. They used to like argue him down. They couldn't believe that was my grandfather. He used to be like, "If you don't go get my granddaughter, like right now," because I guess he was just tired of hearing it and stuff like that. But he was a mean. He was mean, but he was still a good grandfather though. He was strict. He ain't play that like. We was like, oh no, he ain't playing with Pop Up like. He ain't playing with him like. My grandparents, I had a good life though. I wouldn't change it for the world. They showed me, and I said this on Twitter. I said, if people haven't never really experienced love like that, then how can they actually be able or be capable enough to love like that? Or if some women haven't been in a household with traditional women, how can they be like that? Because that's what my nana was. You know what I mean? She really didn't have to do too much, but she did. But other than that, my grandmother was a great woman. She was like, she cooked, all of that. That's why I think I get that shit from those sometimes. Like, I cook my kids breakfast and certain stuff like that before they go to school. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes rare. Sometimes maybe if I'm running late, like, oh, y'all gonna eat breakfast today in school. But other than that, nah. She used to cook breakfast for us. Cook breakfast for us. We used to have like dinner and stuff that was like on the table. You know what I mean? Like 6, 7 o'clock. Like the way like a household's supposed to be ran. You know what I mean? Like before, like I couldn't be outside once the street lights was on. And it's so funny because where I used to play at, I could look up the block and I could see my house, and my grandma used to like flick like the lights or whatever, when it was like when I got beyond the thing, she could flick the lights and stuff like. I'm like, oh man, I gotta go home. Like, so funny. Yeah, I had a good time. I really did. I did. I remember I left. I went and stayed at my girlfriend's house on a Saturday. I was never allowed to spend a night out on a weekend, especially Saturday going into Sunday. Man, I was supposed to be at church. Church. My grandma came to my girlfriend's house and came and got me early in the morning. They was laughing at me like, Andrew, your grandma here. I was like, shut up. She was like, come on. I was like, really, Grammy? That's what I called her. I didn't call her grandma. I call her Grammy. She's like, yep, come on. But I was dressed and ready to go. So until next time, you guys have a great day. I don't think I'm coming on tomorrow in the morning time. I got to run around. I got to do some paperwork, do some stuff. But I've been on 2 times today, so it's no need. So that was a little crazy, little funny introduction of just who I am, my family a little bit, and stuff like that. So until next time, please keep doing your healing. Please keep growing. It look good on people. I don't even see y'all, but I can only imagine. Other people see y'all glowing. Don't worry about it. You're like, what? It is what it is. So until next time, you guys be blessed. Bye-bye.